Well, wait. So was it an acapella first, and then they put the
Yep,
groove on?
acapella was the original thing. Like, okay, so the record label, we had okay, so we did an acapella. We got like a little demo deal to
Mhm.
got a little money together and went to a fancy studio, a real studio, and recorded the acapella version of "If I Ever Fall in Love." And we did it old school style, like all four members was in the same room with one mic around, like
Oh shit.
we actually literally sung it together on that mic instead of like one person at a time do their vocal. Like we sung that whole like so we can get the blend true. And so that's why the sound was probably so rich like that, because we was really in there singing that thing together. We had mastered it. That was our practice song. So we had mastered the ins and outs of it so good. We knew how to, it was there's no need to like do one-offs. Our blend was tight. So anyway, we did that. The record label MCA loved it, but Boys the Men that just came out with Coolie High Harmony, which was a remake of DC Cameron from the movie Coolie High. So that song had recognition already. It wasn't like it was some unknown song. It was already out there. So the record radio stations weren't scared to play that acapella because they already knew what that was. They heard that. It was attached to the movie, all that. But SHAI comes out with this acapella, or they wrote it themselves. Ain't nobody ever heard this. So the record label was skeptical. So even though they loved the acapella, they were like, look, we're gonna give y'all the money to do a demo of If I Ever, a music version. If we like that, and then we'll go forward and see what we're gonna
Okay.
do. So they gave us a little small budget. We went back to that studio, but we had to create like the music version is different than the acapella. It's slower. The
Yeah.
chords are a little different. Like we had to redo it so we could slow it down. Darnell brought this Isaac Hayes sample to the table that boom, 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 boom. Before the ooh, before that
Yeah,
comes
yeah, yeah.
in, it's like this Isaac Hayes sample. He bought that and they built around that, made the track, and we freaked it. The label loved it, and so now we had a music version that they could service to those stations who were scared to play a cappella. And so we killed two birds with one stone. The only drawback from that was our label was scared to call those versions. They're scared to separate those versions because they didn't want them to compete for chart position, not knowing that SWV then
Mhm.
already came out with the Human Nature remix, and both of their songs was
Yeah.
charting in the top five together. They didn't compete with each other. They actually charted and did their own thing. So if I ever would have had the acapella version up there as well as the music version up there, they would have had two different chart positions. But instead, all of that got lumped into one song. So if I ever fall in love, there's no distinction between the music version and the acapella on the charts. It's just if I ever fall in love. So you never know which one of those was, but we still got our platinum plaques for it, and we still got our royalties and all that. But it'd have been dope if we would have really seen both of those in the top 10 together instead of just one of them, the name just being for both songs. But it was cool though, man. And that's how that came to be.